Have any of you ever watched Home Alone? The film with cheeky Kevin and the two robbers. Well, after popular demand, I'm building the Home Alone house in Bloxburg. And at the end, I'm inviting all you guys onto the server to come view the house. I have the floor plans, interior pictures, so all that's left to do is name it. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And I'm not going to be wasting any time starting this layout. Can we just talk about the fact that, what was their name? The Michaluk-cousins? Can we talk about how rich they are? But I think I've got the ground floor layout very similar to the online floor plan. So let's just bung it up. And to me, this looks like a nightmare. The rule of thumb is never make a wall longer than about 5. But look how long this one is. And also, look at the state of the back of the house. But when I looked it up, that's besides the point now. We've got to get the hallways in. And can we also talk about how big the master bedroom is? Jesus, Kevin's mother was getting around.
I like 'em big. I like 'em chunky.
And it looks a little bit bigger in Bloxburg, guys. But as we all know by now, Bloxburg perspectives are so off. So I don't want to hear any complaints, please. Since it's a real life house, it was, of course, made out of just traditional brick. I've just ended up going for this custom color. There's the hex code if you want to build this house for yourself. And then we'll, of course, add the wall trims in. Although, it kind of looks like they have a bit more of a chunkier wall trim. So a little... Go into structural items and you can actually get custom wall trim. And it's just gonna look a little bit more, it's just gonna look a little bit more full. Next up, I wanna do the porch. I'm feeling crazy, but you guys like my craziness.
I'm crazy, but you like that.
Now, I do say porch. It's literally the smallest porch known to man. Like, this is legit the kind of porch ants would have. Since we already were smart and put the layout in, it's gonna make adding the windows a hell of a lot easier because there's nothing worse than when you place windows and it's like, I've just fathomed, guys, the windows are actually doors. I never noticed that before. So I do actually have a really good method for doing that. 2 of these windows each. Traditionalize them, is that a word? Basically just add a bunch of these structural items. And then of course we'll just neaten that up. You know what? I don't think it looks that bad. And now it's time to add my favorite windows. The traditional ones. This is just screaming like typical American home, isn't it? I swear all of you guys have shutters, which is actually I'm jealous of because shutters look really cool. Now along this side, we get to make another sort of window, a little bit more of a longer one.
That's quite big.
With them in, it's really starting to look like that Home Alone house. This porchway, I'm sorry, I have to fix it. I should really have just done this from the beginning. It was not that hard. Now, technically, this whole first layer is actually raised up a little bit, which is very hard to do in Bloxburg. So the closest I think we're gonna really be able to get to a raised platform is by using roofs. And I added some steps as well. Pathways sort of outlined with some black fences. And the good thing about using roofs as the porches, look at this. You're about to be amazed, is you can make the side different textures.
Oh, what it is?
And for the bushes, we're going to add my favorite Easter egg bushes, even though it's Christmas in 4 days. Now, isn't it weird? In this picture, there's a pathway, but in this picture, there's a road. I think the pathway is like a renovation. So I'm going to add the road. Looks much nicer. So for me, it's looking like they've got one of those rich people driveways, you know, where it literally loops around. And the garage is all the way down at the back here, which we might as well decorate while we're at it because it doesn't need too much. Obviously, they're such a big family. I'm going to give them a limo. They're all of their like 100 kids in there. Were all of the kids theirs? When I first watched it when I was like 10 years old, I legit thought Home Alone was an orphanage. And then we've got to have some security. And I'm not an absolute noob. I will outline these pathways. Don't you worry about that, chicken pies. And where did the name chickens even come from? One day I just started calling you guys chickens and now we just roll with it. Here's where we can basically Christmify the whole outside. Wreath on the door. Special illuminated Christmas tree. Reindeer. And so on, so forth. And I don't really know what kind of like snowman cult we've got going on in this corner. But ay caramba. This looks beautiful, even just for like a regular Bloxburg house. And finally, they were very talented with their string light placement. So I'm going to try and place as many as I can. We can finally go inside. It feels like we spent ages out there. I will admit, I'm a little scared for the staircase because as you can see from this picture, it is a 2-story hallway, which is always a difficult challenge. So first things first, they kind of have like a little walkway. Like, this is probably what I'm most panicked about.
I'm having a panic attack right now. I need to calm down.
Because if this was a 3-story room, so easy. We'd put one staircase there and one staircase here. But it's not. It's only 2 stories. We're going to have to use, I reckon, a basic shape as the platform. I'm hoping 7 steps will be enough. I'm sure it will be. That looks so awful, but try fix it with colors. And then we might as well add an oval on the top. Interesting thing about the real house is, as you can see, they do have the window, but they have a room under here. Now, as I've just explained, that's essentially impossible in Bloxburg. But I have managed to make it look almost as if there is a little door. And I think to really seal the deal, if we put a mini wreath on it, then nobody would ever know the difference apart from everyone who's just watched this video. And now I'm just adding what I like to call the soles of the step. What I'm just doing now is adding the railings because we don't want the McAllister family to sue me because all of their kids fall down the stairs. And also, if any of you watched the Home Alone film, who remembers like that weird brother with like the snake room? Can't wait to build that. I can't lie, this just looks like Minecraft or something. The rest of this room has sort of like detailed granny walls because obviously this film's 30 years old. It was filmed in the 1990s. Bit of quick maths for you there. And did you know, guys, the Home Alone house was actually renovated? Like, look at what the entryway looks like now. It's unrecognizable. To me, it looks as if there's a long carpet here. And here we can just put some slips. By the way, guys, other than these pictures, I'm building everything off of memory. Like, I haven't watched the Home Alone film in years. I might have to watch it soon. And I'm actually just pre-placing a bunch of lights under the floor. Although it's kind of hard to see where the rooms are because I ain't placed no floor yet. While we're doing hallways, we might as well just do the upstairs one, which is a more turquoise color and actually has an archway. So we're going to have to bring back those convex cubes. And they must think some celebrities like Kim Kardashian are coming to their house. Why do they have red carpet everywhere? Now, finally, the 2 entryways are done. Jesus, that took quite some time. But there's no more custom building now, so we're plain sailing. I don't know about you, but the first room I want to get into is the living room. If you ever want to stop walls joining up, literally just re-enter build mode. Oh! And you also win 50 Bloxburg. And then re-enter and the walls will be separated. I don't think I've ever used this bird texture in my like whole life, but this is legit the texture of their living room. The linen floor continues in here, thank the Lord.
Please, Lord.
And we are gonna layer it. So the iconic fireplace goes here, which hangs up the 100 stockings this family has.
Another one, thank you.
Imagine having 10 brothers and sisters. I mean, I don't think I'd actually mind it. And guys, look at how accurate I'm making this. There's like a little red pillow in the corner. I added a little red pillow in the corner. And why does that window look so cool from the back as well? I actually really like this house. I might honestly keep it after the video and like make it my new home. And then it's weird. They have like this sitting area over here. And then there's like a sofa in the middle, but it like faces the other way. And I think why they did this is purely because the room is so massive. They needed like a secondary living room. And wow, this is looking nice. It's looking different. It is looking unusual.
Nice. It is nice. It's different. It is nice. It's unusual.
And guys, I feel like my building style's been changing a bit lately. So I do hope you guys are liking it. Maybe this house in particular isn't the best example of my good building. But don't worry. Of course, I'm still going to make it look as nice as we possibly can. If you're wondering what goes in this room here, I would honestly love a room like this. It's called a family room, but it's basically just an excuse to have another mini living room. So since you've already seen me build one,
I sped it up a little bit.
ta-da! Hello! It's just a cute little extra living space, completely irrelevant. Most mansions will have a formal dining room and a casual dining room. Now, in the Home Alone film, they were mostly eating in the casual dining room. Guys, I've got my iPad up right now. Let me find my Home Alone picture. And this is such a funny room as well because it's the scene where Kevin like hits that robber through the cat flap. So the interesting thing is they actually have a staircase in their kitchen. What in the rich mama is that? Now, as you can see, the wallpaper in here is really, really tricky to like recreate in Bloxburg. So I'm just gonna do wooden planks instead. Guys, for the floor, I'm scared. It's this red tile. Oh, okay. that actually doesn't look too bad. And this staircase actually gets its very own room upstairs. And I might actually add an entryway into the master bedroom to the staircase, you know? And why not? We might as well have a little seating area up here. And we can have a little bit of rail, like, peeping in to this bit as well. So yeah, that was just a little random extra room. Dining table, that casual dining table I was talking about, looks as if it goes here. And yeah, I definitely made this room a little bit too big, but it's okay. I know someday it will be okay. This room in here is legit gonna be a pantry. Done. And then the kitchen counters, and then it's sort of like a reddy brown wood. This color scheme is horrifying. And all of a sudden, guys, I feel like I'm back in a noob era right now. Like, doesn't this look like literally the starter mansion kitchen? Like, what's gone on? I'm in the Matrix. Although I'm not gonna be all negative. Like, the kitchen isn't that bad. As I'm putting it together, it's looking better and better. I never use the pizza boxes, but that first like opening scene, they're all eating that pizza. So we've got to kind of like set that up by having a lot of pizza boxes around. There is a bunch of round wooden stools. And I feel bad if you guys have come to this video for aesthetics, because this is not exactly the most aesthetically pleasing build in the world. But you guys wanted it so badly. And to be fair, I wanted to do it as well. So, but that's the kitchen done. We have got the formal dining room and the sunroom. The formal dining room, as you can guess, is going to be made of the fanciest, most expensive things. This is the kind of place where you have Christmas dinner, for example. And I just remember the scene. I felt so bad for him. Like that nerdy kid in the family that everyone bullied. And from that picture, we can actually see they've got some of like these fancy Coeptus paintings. Yeah, just Coeptus and Noob and baby Coeptus. And did we ever find out if Coeptus was a dad or not? Remember ages ago, I don't know if you guys all know, but there was a massive like theory going around that Coeptus was a dad because he added a baby to his avatar. And oh my gosh, this looks exactly like this freeze frame from the film. Finally, this room was never shown in the TV show, but it's called a greenhouse. So apparently, what are they called? McCoys or something? That family, they were keeping a greenhouse. So let's make our walls nice and bright green. This is going to be literally the worst room you've ever seen. Why is it not letting me place it? Oh, advanced placement is off. I got scared for a minute then. I was like, what's happened to the world? Speaking of advanced placement, guys, if you're contemplating at the moment, what game pass should I get? I only can get one advanced placement. Like, you can't build without advanced placement. I'll tell you that for free. Let's go upstairs. Now, I don't really have the willpower in me to build 700 bedrooms. So I will build the master bedroom, the bathroom, and the snake room. And then the rest I'll just quickly speed build at the end. So the snake room, if I remember, it was very dark. So I only have one window. And I don't know if this is even from the Home Alone film. Let me look it up. Home Alone Brothers. Brother Buzz. Spider room. Oh, it's a spider, not a snake. Oh my gosh, Buzz was horrible. But yeah, look, this was Buzz's room. And obviously he's a teenager, so the room's got to be all dark. Although I'm a teenager, my room's actually quite bright, I'd say. So we're going to have those long, chunky shelves that Buzz had. We then need to make the little kind of cage for his tarantula, which was honestly the scariest thing. Like, I'm terrified of tarantulas. You know what? This kind of looks like one. That can be all of its legs. And then we'll have some tissues because it's probably going to be very scary and emotional looking at the spider. A desk for gaming as well because it is the new age now. Rather than playing with tarantulas, he'd probably be playing a Fortnite. And I'm not being rude, but I'm using the insane asylum bed because that is literally what it looked like. And then we'll have some like posters on the wall. And then of course, we've got to add that sweet bowl under his bed. Oh, sorry, candy. And this is what Kevin obviously steals when he's home alone. Just before we do the master bedroom and bathroom, I went round and I decorated all of the kids' rooms. Okay, guys, I am back.
Okay, guys, we're back.
And as you can see, all of the rooms are done apart from the master bedroom and bathroom. I think we're going to start off by adding the bath, or should I say the jacuzzi. The crazy mum from Home Alone is going to be getting a nice hot tub, and we're going to have the his and hers sinks. It's good that the kitchen's right underneath us because I like to add stools as well. And then we are going to have his and her showers each side, and then some shelves in each of them as well. And when a bathroom's this big, you kind of have to add like little extra knickknacks into it, i.e. like a chair. We might as well do the roof beam as well. The closet itself is just going to be your bog standard Reese's closet. Obviously, I didn't invent this closet, but I do use it in every video. As you can see, guys, so many of you are waiting to get... Oh, even Jabba the Hutt is here. So a bedroom of this caliber is going to need the utmost biggest bedside tables. But as I said, it was the floor plan. I was simply following it, guys. You know how down here we did the family room? We can have that in the master bedroom, because master bedrooms are essentially there to just be like mini apartments. And we'll finish it off with some Christmas lights. And with that, guys, the Home Alone house in Bloxburg has been made. So let's go look around. So as usual, just before we look, oh my gosh, my twin's here. We are gonna see the value. 700,000 for a massive mansion. I don't think that's too bad at all. The front of this house is honestly screaming rich from like the moment you walk in. First room we technically built is the garage room, and I mean, just look at this bad boy. Guys, I told you to wear Christmas avatars. We have the hallway, so this is where our little mission started, with the very grand staircase. Now I'm gonna go left first to the lounge room. Honestly, I don't think it's too bad looking. My personal favorite bit is like the sitting area over here. I'm not a massive fan of the actual lounge bit. I mean, I don't hate it, and you guys seem to be liking it. All you're saying is queens. So, and then here we have the drawing room. So I'd so have my British scones in here. And while we're near the back of the house, and oh no, you guys are opening these doors that are meant to be windows. Let me lock them. We have the dining room where, like I said, that lonely boy sat. So I did forget to color this one chair. That is so annoying. And next of all, we have the kitchen. By far, one of my new favorite rooms. When I was building it, yes, I was saying how much I hated it. But now I just think how iconic it looks to the movie. Like this side door where they broke in. We obviously have every appliance. Like it's a proper functioning kitchen. So if we go up these stairs, it's just like a second little entryway. Obviously, we're going to take the main stairs, which actually properly work, guys. And this literally looks like the scene where she's like, we're late. We slept in! And they all run around the house. That is the good part about having all you guys in here. You're all my little kiddies. To the left, we have obviously that room we were just in. But we also have the master bedroom. Look at Jabba the Hutt. We have our closet. It's honestly a nice closet with a beautiful view. We also have the little drawing room section. And then if we go through, we have the bathroom. Definitely one of my fave bathrooms I've ever done. You can all have a little jacuzzi session here. Woohoo! It's just a pretty grand space. And I love the Christmas lights as well. I love everything about this room. If we go through, here are the rooms that you guys didn't see me build. So this is for like the little girls to stay in, really. In here is the bathroom. Looks absolutely stunning. And this is more the family bathroom, which everyone can use. In here is Buzz's room with the tarantula. That is creepy. And I said in chat, do you guys like it? Yup, 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 yup. Yup. Apparently all of you guys have turned into Wendy Williams. In here, we have the second to last bedroom. This is just another twin room, looking pretty snazzy. And finally, the room at the end. This is for probably one of the teenage kids. We've got the bed, the chairs, and the beautiful wardrobe. So that was me building the Home Alone house in Bloxburg. Thanks to everybody who came and joined the server, and to all of you guys watching at home. Subscribe if you liked the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.